Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be filming, or I should say tonight, because I am filming at night. I hope the lighting isn't too bad for you guys, but I had a really great idea to film a video all about your goals and what is super important to focus on in 2019, because I know that we all struggle with achieving our resolutions and our goals. And it's like the Chinese New Year, it's the year of the pig, which has to do with wealth. And I really want to talk about money, talk about love, talk about respect, fitness, motivation, and all the above. I myself am not where I need to be in life when it comes to achieving all my goals, which I think is the reason why I wanted to give you guys this, because sometimes it's actually a lot easier to hear from somebody who you can relate to instead of somebody who's already made it and has succeeded in life. I want us to achieve our goals together this year and really just not have to struggle. Struggling sucks. Nobody wants to struggle. Nobody wants to, have to constantly be hating certain things about their life and wanting more. But we'll get to that soon in this video when it comes to mindsets. Again, I apologize for the lighting quality. I hope that it's not too terrible, but I wanted to just do this little video for you guys. So I hope that you really enjoy it. I hope that you get a lot of tips out of it. And yeah, let's just get into the video. I personally think one of the biggest things that you have to work on is your motivation. Do you lack motivation? Do you have a hard time sticking to the things that motivate you? And honestly, what truly motivates you? What motivates you should be something that is sustainable, something that you can respect years from now. I don't think anybody should ever say their motivation is money. I think that it can be a slight part of your motivation, but it will never get you exactly to where you want to be, because if you pick a career, a job, or a hobby for yourself that you don't truly love, but you're only doing it for money, you will never actually be truly happy. And honestly, happiness is like the key to all of this. I have some tips for you guys on motivation. My first tip is to develop a morning and night routine. Do you find yourself scrambling around midnight, just kind of getting your clothes on, hopping into bed? I do not find that to be super healthy or helpful at all. If you have a set time that you wake up and go to sleep at night, those will be one of the most important things that you can really follow, and you won't even realize how much it's helping you. You should start eating at the same time every day. Always eat lunch, always eat dinner, and these are super important because if you skip meals, you're going to feel lethargic, you're going to feel tired, you're not going to feel motivated and ready to finish the rest of your day, and that is just not something that you want at all in your life. Write in a journal exactly what you want your morning and night routine to look like. If you guys want, I can leave some printouts down below of some sheets that you can print out of just help you plan out a little bit better, and you don't have to write it on a blank piece of paper. So if you guys want, I'll just leave those sheets down below. Another thing that I think is super important is your mindset. If you are not in a positive mindset, you're just gonna have this whole thing fall apart. I also wanted to mention before getting into my other topics when it comes to mindset is you have to have a level of gratitude for your life. I really do believe that if you are grateful and you say what you're grateful for every day, that will really help and benefit your life just changing for the better. You will start to realize you have so many things to be grateful for. It will make your mindset that much more positive, and it will just make your life that much better because you are realizing that your life is not as bad as you think it is. And you will always be eternally grateful if you just write things down and you tell yourself even small things like I'm grateful that I have food, or I'm grateful that I have water, or even more specific things. I'm grateful to have such a creative mind. That is something super important, and I wanted to share that with you before getting into the next part. Are you meditating? Are you working out? Are you reading? All these things I think are super, super, super important, and I've incorporated them in my life, starting out with reading. I actually have a book to show you guys. Hold on one second. So I started actually looking at Gary Vaynerchuk on Instagram, and I have been hooked. This book right now I am reading, it's called Crushing It: How Great Entrepreneurs Build Their Business and Influence, and How You Can Too. Now you can read whatever book you want to read. I love to go to the self-help, self-love section in Barnes & Nobles, and that's where I pick out my books from. I love this book. He talks about getting out of your own head, making sure that you have realistic expectations and goals for yourself, and it's just a really eye-opening book and story about just growing entrepreneurs. You need to set realistic goals for yourself yourself, and you need to start with the mind. Meditation is a super important thing. I will link somewhere on the screen the importance of meditation. I honestly used to poo-poo at these things. I'm like, I am not one of those weirdo hippie yoga ladies who just like sits there and makes noises while, you know, listening to music. It's really actually super helpful. I kind of just realized that taking care of your inner body, your inner mind, your inner self will really help further anything that you want and have going for yourself. If you do take care of yourself, if you do your morning and night routine, you read your books, and you just kind of get yourself to that leveled zone, everything else that you want to do, that physically do, will kind of follow, just because you're in that positive, healthy mind frame. I think it's the second most important thing, if not the first, next to motivation. Let's get into the fun stuff. Now, I love talking about food and exercise because I find it to be the most challenging. I swear every time I talk to anybody about their resolutions, the first thing that they say is, I want to change my diet, I want to start working out, and after like day 10, everybody kind of goes back to eating pizza, goes back to maybe not walking on the treadmill as much, and it just becomes a big shit show. It's so funny to me because that's probably the number one thing everybody says they want to change every single year, and they never stick to it. So I'm gonna help you stick to it right now. My first thing is this: write up a workout plan for yourself for the week. Monday, cardio. Tuesday, abs. Wednesday, you can do cardio again. Thursday, yoga. Friday, maybe a rest day. Saturday, do weight training. And Sunday, do another rest day. If you write this up, it will kind of feel like a mini workout class for yourself. If you attend like one of those really nice gyms that have classes in it, and each day they have like a different class that they have. So whether it's like Monday is kickboxing, Tuesday is yoga, kind of write that up for yourself. I think it'll be really fun. When it comes to your health, one, drink way more water. If you are drinking alcohol right now, I would say dump the bottle out. Care who you are, and I think it's become so normalized, but drinking alcohol is like one of those things that I find that people all love, but also is like their number one devil. Whether it be weight, whether it be just being clear-minded, whether just being grounded or responsible. I don't know why I'm like super against alcohol. I know that a lot of people are like, oh my God, be quiet. Everyone drinks, and I get that, and I'm not judging. But if you want to achieve your career and fitness or any of these goals in 2019, I think that limited amount of alcohol will actually really help. You'll remain clear-minded, you'll remain healthy, and you will just, I think you're just gonna feel a lot cleansed and a lot better. So that's just me. I mean, if there's any studies on that, I'm gonna look for them after I film this video, and I'm gonna see if there's any studies that say people who don't drink succeed more and do better. So when it comes to food, I would say if you aren't going to go vegan or plant-based like I did, I would say to at least incorporate more plants in your diet. I also think that right now is the era of the almond milks, the cashew milks, and everything that is not dairy. So many dairy-free options all over the grocery store that tastes exactly like dairy. If you aren't going to cut meat out of your diet, which can be harder for some people, I think dairy is a big option, and you will see your acne clearing up. You will see your stomach getting less bloated because there's just so much fat and pus and mucus in your milk. So I would really suggest to kind of cut that out, drink a little bit more water, and you will see a big difference, and you'll thank me later, I promise. Okay, so let's talk about money. Everyone loves money. Everybody needs money. Everybody wants money. Who doesn't want money? Let's talk about this first. If you had to work for free in the job that you are working currently to this day, would you do it? I'll wait. If the answer is no, stop doing it. Let me just say this big disclaimer: unless you have like kids to feed or bills to pay, I'm not saying to quit your job. I'm saying start brainstorming for a better one. Start brainstorming for a happier one. I really do believe we only have one chance on this planet and only one life to live, that there is no reason that you should be doing anything, especially in 2019, that you don't love anymore. That is so 1920s, that there was only a few jobs that people could work and that was it. But there are so many jobs that you can do now that there is no reason that you cannot expand and broaden your horizons and kind of see exactly what suits you. I've had a lot of trial and error. There was a time where I wanted to be a dentist. There was a time where I wanted to be a dental hygienist, a lawyer, a hairstylist. I found what I'm passionate about. YouTube and all the above when it comes to social media might not be making as much as I would being a dentist or a dental hygienist or even a hairdresser at some salons, but I am so much happier. I find myself every time making money that it feels like it's free because I didn't feel like I worked for it. I really didn't, because when you love what you do, it doesn't really feel like a job to you. And I think that that is how you are going to make your money this year. Before closing the chapter on money, I wanted to make another point, and that is that no matter what you do in life, you will always make money doing it, especially if you love it. And I also want you guys to know that you are not going to get that instant gratification that you are looking for. If you constantly work, hustle, get your shit together, get your act together, you will start seeing dollar signs, I promise you. If you just follow my steps in the beginning, which is to get your mindset right, get your motivation together, get a morning and night routine, work on your fitness, work on your hustle, you will have all the rest, including money, fall into line. And that's what's super important. Who doesn't want money? You can have whatever you want in life as long as you save for it, work for it, and honestly wish for it. I believe heavily in if you say that you want something, you're going to get it. It's really just the power of manifestations. Manifestations is one of the biggest things that I live by. I really do think that every time I've ever manifested something, even a short-term goal, I've ended up getting it. It's because I put it out into the universe. I set it free. I said, this is what I want. You put it out there. So once you put it out there, you know what you have to do. I hope that my scatterbrain and me kind of talking about these things wasn't too all over the place. Hopefully I compartmentalized everything into their own category. If there's anything else you want me to talk about on how to change your life in 2019, list them down below in the comments. I would really love to hear what you guys have to say. What are your resolutions for this year? Let me know that as well. I would allow years to go by and look back on them and regret things. And it wasn't things that I did, but it was things that I didn't do. And now this year, I am challenging myself to do more. I'm gonna leave it on that note today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you guys liked my TED Talk. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'll see you guys in my next video.